to Sofia? Oh. Are you working on pagers or walkie-talkies?
Call hello Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakaha Kudash, which means all praises be to the Most High Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, in the name of His Son, Yahushai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, in the name of the Holy Spirit. I want to give all honor and glory to, again, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who I learned from. Shalom to the whole elect, preaching His word in truth and sincerity. And to you ribs, to you sisters out there learning in silence and staying in order, I say to you all, Shalom. Now, I came across this video, right, as always. You know, I always try to put a video to what I'm actually trying to speak on. Now, since a lot of people are visuals, right? People like to visualize things, and you know, some people learn different ways. So I try to include all of it. You know, more like the reading side and the videos. You know, the eye, right? The visual learning, right? So there was this comedian right here, and obviously the title's called Israel Became a Global Joke, right? Because you know everybody's beginning to not only expose, you know, Amalek, which is the head tribe of Edom, Esau, which is a so-called white man. They are their house is falling, man. Their house is, you know, going against each other, right? We got the government ran by Amalek, and then we got the other side of the government ran by Esau, and they like to conflict each other. Although we know Amalek, the small hatters in Israel, actually run the show. This is Matthew chapter 12, verse 25. And Jesus, as they call him, which his real name is Yahushai, says, knew their thoughts, right? If we go back a verse 24, but when the Pharisees heard it, they said, this fellow does not cast out devils, but by Beelzebub, the prince of the devil. Basically saying that he's using Satan to cast out devils, like witchcraft, right? Verse 25 says, and Yahushai knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city of or house divided, right? And house also goes into nation, right? Like a city which has the city has many civilians, right? Which could be a lot of nations. And then it clarifies, or a house, which means a nation, right? Of people. It could be one nation, one tribe, right? Or it could be like, for example, Israel has 12 tribes, right? That's one nation. So that's like tribes, you know, going against each other. You know, that whole nation cannot, you know, stand. That's what's going on with Esau, Edom, right? For every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. Every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. Verse 26. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? I mean, it's self-explanatory, right? We got Democrats, Republicans fighting like heavy, like it's a huge hatred between the two, right? But the topic of conversation is Amalek and Esau, Edom.
How's your life here? Nice people? I see that there's 2 empty seats on either side.
So he's basically saying that, you know, this Amalekite, this small hatter, is sitting in a seat, and everybody around him is basically laughing at him because of the jokes this guy's gonna make, and there's 2 empty seats next to him. But hear what he got to say.
So that's the West Bank, that's Gaza. You know? Oh! Are you working on on pagers, on walkie-talkies? Israel? Yeah. What brings you to Sofia? Oh. Are you working on pagers, on walkie-talkies?
Now, if you don't know what they're talking about, if are you working on pagers or walkie-talkies, right? Israel just basically hacked. Matter of fact, let me get the article.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. صدر للتو هذا البيان عن حزب الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بعد التدقيق في كل الوقائع والمعطيات الراهنة والمعلومات المتوفرة حول الاعتداء الآخر.
Saying, hold on, let me read it to you, Akion, because they speak in another language.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله
It says, peace be
وبركاته.
upon you.
صدر للتو
This statement,
هذا
Hezbollah has been
البيان
issued.
عن حزب الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
In the name of God, the most merciful, after examining all the information available about the evil attacks, we blame the Israeli enemy completely. Right, a bunch of cell phone attacks here. We've received all kinds of injuries, mainly facial injuries, punctures in the face. Right, these are cell phone explosions to the so-called terrorists. This is a complete crime against the civilians. The reprisal is coming. Right, this is before the attacks. The next day, exploding walkie-talkies killed several people and injured hundreds. This is wild. Man, you can't even have a walkie-talkie right now. It'll explode. This is wild. But anyways, that's what he's talking about, man. This is what the so-called small hatters did, right? If we read the first paragraph, it says, we're reading right here, Akim. So you can see I'm highlighting this whole paragraph here. We're starting right here. It says, at least 32 people, including 2 children, were killed and thousands more injured, many seriously, after communication devices, some used by the armed group Hezbollah, dramatically exploded across Lebanon on Tuesday and Wednesday. In the latest round of blasts on Wednesday, exploded walkie-talkies killed 20 and injured at least 450 people, according to Lebanon's health ministry. That's wild. Right, it says the explosions occurred in the vicinity of a large crowd that had gatherings for the funerals of 4 victims of Tuesday. Simultaneous pagers blast, which killed at least 12 people and injured nearly 3,000 people. Wow. Anyways, I don't gotta get too deep into it. You seen it. That man's phone exploded and most likely took out his artery or something. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Israel? Yeah. What brings you to Sofia? Oh. Are you working on pagers, on walkie-talkies? How's your life here? Nice people? I see that there's 2 empty seats on either side. So there's the West Bank, that's Gaza. You know? A chair without the people for the people without the chair, right? They left their stuff here, and you're like, it's mine now. It says in the Bible, 3,500 years ago, I own this chair, I own this chair, I own all the chairs.
This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1. There's one chapter in this book, and I think this book is heavily passed over by so-called Christianity. They don't even know this book is even in the scriptures. That's just wild to me. I don't understand it. Nor do they have any regular people in the churches that would break this thing down. But, you know, Israelites, were given the oracles of God, right? According to the book of Romans, where it says, "What advantage have the Jew? Much in every way, for them was given the oracles of God," right? Paraphrasing. Anyways, Obadiah chapter 1 goes into the tribes of Edom, right? As a whole, right? But in this topic that we're speaking of, we know that at the end days, Esau and his tribes are going to go against each other, just like they did in the second woe, also aka known as World War II and World War One, right? World War One, World War II, first woe. So yeah, this is the vision of Obadiah. Thus said the Lord God concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise and let us rise against her in battle. Right? It says here, "Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised." Right? So, I mean, Esau, Edom is despised as a whole. How much more is the head tribe that does the most wickedness also to his own people? Imagine that. Right? We're going to jump down to verse 5. "If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how are they cut off? How are they cut off? Would they have not stolen till they had enough?" Right? The guy made a joke about the guys left the property and the chairs. Oh, it's yours now, right? Because you believe you're the people of the book, and it's yours now because they've been taking. So like they've been taking everything, right? They take everything. It says, a hypothetical question: would they have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? Right? Because they had depleted the earth so much that like they came out of the bottomless pit, which is Europe, which they import foods, right? So they continuously have to go out and venture and take resources and bring it back by the sword, right? But the point I wanted to make, man, is that they are greatly despised and they like to take. That's all they do is take, and their house is divided. That's the point of this, man. And Amalek just keeps going and going, and right now they are trying to hold on to the power, the little bit of power that they have. Right, because that's why that's what all this war is really going about, the pagers and all these other things, because we have Iran, we have Russia, China, the BRICS, right, all getting together, and then we have Babylon on the other side with Amalek, French, things of that nature, right? The beast, Germany, right? They are losing power because the petrodollars being not used anymore. So we're gonna see Esau turning on Esau for resources' sake. So this is that house divided on a grander scale, and they're doing mass deflection and no media coverage for these events that's going on there in the Middle East, unless it's to support Israel, right, with finances, painting the picture that they're being terrorized to further the military push for world domination. Right. I hope this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakaha, Kodash, the honest that elders and apostles of GMS who I learned from. Shalom to those for elect, preaching his word and truth and sincerity. And to you ribs, to you sisters out there learning in silence, staying in order. I say to you all, Shalom.